God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
That, of course, was "Oh Canada," performed by Skylar Cole. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA right. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Mobley. Gary Trent is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Achua in at the center. And for Toronto, we've got Mikal Bridges. He's out there with C.J. McCollum. Brown out there with Thomas Bryant. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Achua on the three off target. Toronto with the ball. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Markkanen against Brown. A shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. VanVleet passes to Markkanen. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision. Solid at finding open teammates.
McCollum against VanVleet. There's Brown with the three. Mobley with the rebound. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Bulls. McCollum against Trent. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Bridges dishes to McCollum. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And VanVleet picks one up.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Out to the wing from downtown. And again, Toronto no up. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And here's VanVleet from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. So the Raptors will take it the other way. McCollum against Trent. Here's Bryant. Mobley with the block. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Brown against Markkanen. Brown kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Brown outside. Shoots over Markkanen.
Fantastic read that time from Lowry Markkanen on defense. Nice to see him use that tremendous reach to impact the defensive end.
Offensive rebound. Here's Mobley, and he goes right over Thomas Bryant, slams it down.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now here's McCollum, drives to the hoop. Second chance effort. Bridges passes to McCollum. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Here's Van Vliet. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
The Raptors making a switch here. McGee's checked in, and then for Philadelphia, Collins checked in for Achua. Kevin Huerter comes in for Gary Trent. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Bridges misses. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Markkanen. Rebound by JaVale McGee. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to McCollum. Into the lane. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Bridges. Takes a 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Zohan, the pass to Thybulle.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
He feeds it to Mobley. Passes it to Collins. It's stolen by Brown. Bridges outside. Brown outside. Nifty move. Mobley with the block. And they get it back. And again, no good by Toronto.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Collins, the short one's on the money.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brown outside. Bridges outside. Back to Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Huerter, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McCollum outside to end the drought, and he sinks the layup. McCollum's got 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the inside, here's Mobley. That shot, no good. Raptors trail by 3. Bridges outside. Takes it inside. Collins with some nice D. Now here's Herder. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee is out there with Brown. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Kicks it to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Van Vliet passes to Achua. Back to Van Vliet. Releases. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Raptors trail by 3. McCollum outside. A shake. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And opening day is here. So what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
The 76ers making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. They set the pick. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. They host the Clippers after this game. No good from the wing. McCollum's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Inside, it's deflected. Here's Achua. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
McCollum up top, covered by Van Vliet. Brown outside. 5 on the clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And again, Toronto no luck.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
The offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. Dennis Smith comes in for C.J. McCollum. Trent hits them both. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Smith against Van Vliet. To the wing on the left. Kicks it to Powell. For 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Herder. Knocks down the 3-ball. Herder's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Here's Smith to the right side. And McGee kicks the foul. To halt the run, sinks the triple.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And the 76ers with some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Mobley comes in for Markkanen. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Trent. Van Vliet against Smith. Van Vliet attacking. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And wheeling himself to the basket, Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Murphy. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Mobley. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Back to Van Vliet. The 3. That shot is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Now here's Powell. He's defended by Herder. Pass to Brown. Collins with some nice D.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot. The team is struggling because of it.
Smith on the wing, covered by Van Vliet. Van Vliet against Smith. In the corner, Powell with it. And again, no good by Toronto.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Now, here's Thybulle. He's guarded closely. Back to Van Vliet. Thybulle finds Mobley. On the clock from 12 feet out. Thybulle can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 9.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
Here's Smith. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
I like how Smith goes right at the defense. Actually, I love his attack mentality. He's not shy about shooting it inside.
Now, here's Thybulle. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Van Vliet passes to Mobley, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
And Toronto making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Now here's Powell. The pass to Murphy. No good on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. And that one's good. Feibel's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Pass to Van Vliet. Misses the three. And so it's Philadelphia sitting with a couple. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us. The action center.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problem.
And let's move to some and that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. And Van Vliet out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Mobley. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. Clock at 2. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And that one hits back iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Raptors. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Here's Markkanen on the money from 12 feet away. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Now here's McCollum. 10 points for him. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. It's his third foul of the game. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. McCollum outside, driving the lane, makes it off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Huerter, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. McCollum outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
Now here's Huerter. Trent, right side. Outside, Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. Achiuwa, the pass to Trent. Good D by McCollum.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
Taking 2 shots.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
McCollum outside. Over Trent. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Herter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The 76ers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Bible on the wing. And with the internet and social media, players Clark has so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
Taking advantage of every single one of those free throw opportunities. And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
McCollum outside. The feed now to McGee. No good on the shot. Collins with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
And so here's Toronto. The 76ers getting the bucket. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Brown outside. Rebound by the 76ers. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Smith checked in for McCollum. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Philadelphia. In the corner, it's Bridges. Count that one. Bridges has got his first 2 points of the night.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Jones checked in for Toronto. Now here is Smith. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter.
This is as good as it gets from the charity strike here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
The Raptors making a switch here. Murphy's checked in.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the Raptors. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Raptors trail by 11. Smith outside. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Thibault in the corner. And to Van Vliet. Looking to get it going. And that one is off. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got JaVale McGee. Smith is out there with Bridges, and it's Murphy in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Smith outside. McGee is screen on Van Vliet. Here's Smith. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Smith showing outstanding concentration on these hard shots, even as he's getting hit.
Whiteside's checked in for Toronto.
Defensive foul.
The free throw off from Smith.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Trent kicks to Achua, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Stolen by Van Vliet. The 19-foot shot, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Smith surveying the D to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the 76ers. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Smith outside. He kicks it to Murphy. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Passes it to Mobley. And Vliet on the wing. Driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 13. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Mobley with the block. Trent against Smith. Trent passes to Van Vliet. Nice move. And there's the drive. And the layup is good.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Bridges with it. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Trent passes to Mobley. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. They get it back. Fires for three. That one's not going to go.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Smith dishes to Murphy. Back to Smith. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Lauri Markkanen. That free throw, no good. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Smith. And he sinks the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Timeout called the 76ers. The latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Hey, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Over Bryant. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Brown wide open. He fires. And the Raptors miss again.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Hey, yo, right here. Watch the screen.
Trent kicks to Van Vliet. Over McCollum, and the shot is long.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Brown. A three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia leading by 14. Mobley, a screen on Bryant. Left side, Markkanen. There's the pass to Trent. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Back to McCollum. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Covered by Mobley. The kick out to Brown. Lets it go with a three. That one misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences. Get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that. But you go ahead and do it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against the Raptors.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Evan Mobley.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today. Relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
13 seconds.
Throw good, McCollum.
At the line for Toronto, CJ.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Now here's Thibault, guarded by Powell. Now Thibault. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Karen, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Evan Mobley.